Hey everybody, Brando here. At long last, we are finally back with another video that will hopefully help you save money or potentially make you money if this unfortunate scenario ever happens to you. Several months ago, my car was totaled after I got rear-ended, and I've been physically recovering ever since. In that time, I have also learned so much about auto insurance, so here are 3 things I think absolutely everyone needs to know about auto insurance. We're going to be bursting bubbles right away because the first thing you should know is that there is absolutely no such thing as full coverage. Some companies actually have this info on their website, but it's important to know that full coverage does not exist. Maybe you have full tort, which is not the same as full coverage, but on your policy, if you have full tort, you might not have uninsured or underinsured coverage. Or maybe you have those, but you don't have rental coverage, which is literally what I had in my case. I had every single possible option and protection on my auto insurance policy, except rental coverage. Since most states only require some form of liability coverage, it is highly recommended that you review your declarations page and you learn everything that's supposed to be on there that you want covered, or you just work with your insurance agent to make sure that you actually are paying for everything that you want to have covered and everything that is available to you. After a car accident, one of the first things you're probably going to want to do is call the police, so you can get a police report, get an ambulance, whatever it is. But depending on the state that you live in, the police may not actually come out to the scene. Even if the other driver is at fault for the accident, you may have to go through your own auto insurance policy for medical expenses if you live in a no-fault state. So be sure you have personal injury protection. It's also referred to as PIP coverage. I live in PA and they require that you have $5,000 in PIP coverage. However, you can also up that amount, obviously for an additional cost. But there are some states that do not require this coverage, but it's definitely a good idea to have it just in case you ever do need it and you are injured in an accident. I think I saved the best for last, as this was definitely a surprise to me when I was going through this experience. But the more well kept and even cleaner that you keep your car, the more money you may be able to get if it's actually deemed to be totaled. After my insurance told me that my vehicle was a total loss, they sent an inspector out to look at the quality of the vehicle, the damage, but also how clean I kept it. What were the mats like? What was the paint like? After the insurance did that and then called me with what they said was, here's what you're gonna pay out, I was happy, but I knew it could still be better because of how well kept I kept my car. I still have the stack of all the papers of work that's been done on it over the years. Now, the records that I had from years ago of getting new tires and new brakes and everything else don't count, and regular oil changes and things don't count, but any actual maintenance to better the car, of fuel injectors cleaned, or spending a couple $100s here to fix this or this or this that you have within the last couple months or maybe even a year if you stretch it, you can say, hey, I just got this work done, or I just did a whole detail on the interior of the car and that's why the inspector said it looks so nice, and I just washed the whole thing. And funny enough, I did just wash the car a couple weeks before because I was going to do a DIY how to wash your car for cheap video, but didn't get enough footage, so sadly we don't get that one. Regardless of that, I mentioned all of the mechanical work and even the cleaning work that I did, and they actually bumped up the grade of the vehicle that they said it was regular general wear and tear, and they bumped it up to dealer retail, which was basically saying, hey, he actually kept his car pretty clean. That actually gave me several $100s towards the vehicle payout. So I actually got more money just for keeping my car nice and clean, not having crap thrown all over it. Hopefully if you're watching this, you don't get into a car accident, because let's be honest, it is one of the worst things that can happen to you. But hopefully with these tips, you can review your auto insurance policy and make sure you've got all of the coverage that you want, or you can upgrade or change your coverage. Also, in the comments, be sure to let me know if any of these tips are helpful for you, or if you have other auto insurance tips for anyone else out there, including myself. Please consider hitting that like button and also subscribing so you can know about future videos. There's actually going to be more how to get free stuff videos, so there's a playlist right here that you could watch for some of those that I did in the past, but YouTube also thinks you'll like this video up over here. But until the next video, please stay safe, healthy, enjoy 2022, plenty of videos coming. As always, please be sure to be smart with your money.